How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Today is the 7th. It is release day of Phyrexia All-Will-Be-One, and we are checking out one of the new commanders from Phyrexia All-Will-Be-One. Now, generally, I look at whatever commander fits my fancy first, but I actually had a request this time around, which is... It's happened before on the channel, but it's a very rare thing. So we're checking out our new rat commander first, which I don't really have a problem with. He's not extremely, Ooh, maybe I should have played the Mind Stone. He's not extremely expensive as far as wildcards go, because he's just a rare, right? And he has some neat abilities. This time around we'll play our Mind Stone. We're up against a Tiamat deck, right? Yeah. So we have to keep our commander alive. I would like to have drawn another land, but luckily we put in mana rocks. Generally, like a rat deck, I wouldn't put that many mana rocks, but... Karumonix seems like a commander that's scary enough that he's gonna get killed. So I thought to myself, you probably should just... Toxic 1. We'll get rid of the Piper. So I'm curious to see how well Toxic plays out. Because I'm a little worried about it, but I'm also not that worried about it. Because I feel like that's going to happen a lot. At the same time, though, we just need a land, so we'll go with this. It's a 0-1. Not really scared of that. Beginning of our pre-combat main phase. Do we get one treasure? Oh my god. There are just so many dragons. Luckily I have a Soul Shatter, but it can only be used once, right? So I initially thought to myself that maybe we shouldn't build our first, like, the Karumonix deck as a rat colony deck. But at the same time, there's just not a lot of options. Dragonkin Orb. Okay. Every single one, every single time. Like, they took away our fun option. So we just kind of had to go for beatdown. Which is unfortunate. But we are outclassing a Tiamat with a rat now. So if they block the 8, they take 11 plus 7. They're dead. I mean, I tried to kill you the fun way with poison counters, but... Rat's got a rat. And this is just happens to be what they're good at the moment in Historic Brawl. Winning a first match of the day, it's peak feeling right there. That is peak feeling. It's a little iffy because we kind of won it in a way that our deck was not trying to win, but... We knew that was the risk, right? We knew that was the risk. Keep. Ooh, boots. Boots will be good. So this turns into a rat eventually. I wish this said vehicles and rats you control have menace, but it only says vehicles. Ooh. You doing good, Arena? Yeah, looking at Task Manager, it's not on my side, it's on Arena's side. Today is launch day. So on launch day, Arena tends to be broken. Which is generally why I don't record on launch day. But these last few sets, I've been getting so far ahead that I've had videos up until launch day. And like on launch day, what you really want to do is record some of the new stuff, right? Yeah, I know. Okay, there we go. We're reloading it. I will pause this. We're back. I was very indecisive there. I kept on clicking. Maybe we're back. Maybe we're back. Maybe we're not back. Who knows? Wow. Card at random. So we need to draw land to get to, and then maybe we just start ratting. Because Goshintai is a commander that, Goshintai and Tiamat are kind of just both commanders that exist to put you in the ground. They're neither one gonna mess around, right? So in theory we could get a poison kill. But that's about as likely as menace. So this is a new card from the set. Sword of Forge and Frontier. Protection from red and green. The green's good for creatures, red's good for burn spells, right? Whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, exile the top 2 cards. You may play lands from them this turn. You may play an additional land. You may play this card, so we are just getting kind of screwed. So we're guaranteed a kill here if they block Nezumi. And then Rat Colony itself is big enough to get a kill. Man, we could get a Rat Piper steal. I've never... Oh, you give rats I control menace. I forgot you exist. I want more cards to give my rats menace, so... This way if they block, we just get a free kill. Next turn we play Karumonix. Not Karumonix. Rat Colony, Rat Colony. Three poison counters. What I like to see. So he has an enter the battlefield trigger, a passive, and then toxic one. It's a shame that our Shrine's opponent has not found any of their removal. Because if they had removal, they'd probably just be fine. think we leave you back. Because this is gonna be pretty hard on them, I think. No, it won't. They have 18 tokens. Never mind. We did kill a lot, though. It's a shame that we're getting oh yeah, these are all shrines. That's why there are 12 shrines. Yick. Well, we have lost to Go Shintai. So like a Wrath would do it? We have a couple, but we don't have any for 3 mana. We need to draw a land and a Wrath, and we'd be dead at that point. There's a land. And a Boots. So, we're basically just staying in the game in the hope that we get our 4 mana Wrath off the top, right? Because the 4 mana Wrath exiles creatures of an even or odd mana cost. So even. That would completely wreck them, and it would leave us with a king, which could win us the game. But I think the shrines just do it, right? Like, look at all my rats. Yeah, I think we have 1 turn, and I think they've just assembled enough tiny shrines to, or enchantment shrines to, yeah, kill us. We didn't even have 1 turn. That was very rough. So these are my first iterations of these decks, right? I'm sure that eventually we'll come back to them and improve them over time. But we're 1-1 right now. The fate of the rats is on the line. Arena. You having a think? It's very slow today. I'll be back when I find a game. We are back. Blue Sun's Twilight in the background. We're up against a Edgar deck. Some nice ropes too. Ooh. I put Cloudkin in the deck because I kind of felt like it would help out our rat colonies. Mill some cards. I want to see what you're working with. 2 lands. Yeah, the problem with Rat Colony is it's just a pretty good card. You don't have a white counter spell, so Marrow-Gnawer and another Rat Colony. They have Toxic 1. That's it. I'm a little iffy about poison. Because I feel like there's a reality where it works. And I don't really want to be part of that. Our opponent has died to the fear of rats. Well, those were 3 games. I could try for a 4th, because we're only at 14 minutes. I do plan on recording another deck today. Probably Elish Norn Panharmonicon. Because she just seems a bit broken. So we'll see what it is. Nice little car sound in the background. I don't know, it's a little bit harder to find matches today. But I guess people are doing standard, right? maybe. I hope people are doing Standard. Standard is, it's like not my favorite format, but it's a format that I definitely see the necessity of keeping it alive. Because if Standard isn't a format, like, why does Wizards make new sets? Do they make new sets? So what I've learned about Karumonix in this episode so far, just my first few initial games with him, he's basically a black divination that always eats removal spell. So he's a black divination that makes your opponent discard a removal spell. How did you get 2 poison counters? Yep, there it is. There it is. I knew he'd do his job. Yeah, this deck is actually a bit sneaky. I'm a little ashamed of it, if I'm being honest. But I don't know if it's that much better than the than just the regular Rat Commander. I think they actually just serve very similar purposes, right? Except for Karumonix draws you cards and the other one doesn't. So I guess this one's actually superior in some ways. Yeah. Because he's cheaper, right? And he draws you 2 cards, and he's always going to eat a removal spell. The other one is 5 mana, tap, sacrifice a rat. Create number of 1/1 rats equal to that creature's power. And then all rats you control have fear. So I guess the all rats you control have fear is kind of the bigger draw, right? Because other rats you control have toxic. It still means that they can be blocked. It means your opponent is actually way more willing to block, right? Because they don't want to die because you counted to 10. But either way, I do really like Karumonix. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be leaving it off here for today. See you next time. Bye for now.